but it's also kind of a sweet smell as well, so I'm just going to give this a try now. Oh yeah, that's really good. And there's a definite hint of ginger as well in there as well. Hi everyone and welcome back to Gigi's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name is Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make a delicious spicy ginger slow cooker pickle. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make a spicy ginger slow cooker pickle. So Christmas is fast approaching and I thought it'd be a good idea to make a 24 days of Christmas food. So I decided to start with gifts or gift giving, and a couple of years ago I made a slow cooker pickle which seems to be quite popular, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. I think I've also made a video of it as well, so I will link that in the description box below too. But today I thought I'd make a spicy ginger pickle. I've not really made one of these before and I'm hoping that it's going to turn out okay. So I've laid out all of my ingredients, and the first ingredients that I'm going to put in the slow cooker pot are one red onion that I've simply peeled, sliced and diced, and then I've got about 4 cloves of garlic that I've peeled, sliced and diced as well. And then I've got some ginger here, so I think I've got about a 2-inch piece of ginger, and I tried to peel it as best I could, and then I just simply chopped it into very small pieces. I want people to know it's gingery, but I don't want them to have to bite into a big piece of ginger, if you know what I mean. And then I've also got some cauliflower here as well. So I've got about half a small cauliflower that I've just chopped into tiny pieces. I tried to make the pieces of the pickle quite small. I don't really like a chunky pickle. I like pickles that are much, like, just very edible basically. So I've tried to make it the way I would like it if somebody gave it to me, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. And then on this chopping board here I have 1 apple that I've peeled and sliced and diced again, and then I've got a pear that I've done the same too, so I peeled, sliced and diced it, and I've got a carrot and a courgette that I've also peeled and sliced and diced as well. And as you can see, I've peeled and sliced and diced these pieces into very small pieces as well. If you want to make this a chunky pickle then you can. The decision is yours basically. So I'm just going to add all of these ingredients to my slow cooker pot like so. I'm just going to mix those around with my spoon as well, and then I'm going to add some more spice to this. So I have some smoked paprika here, so I'm going to add a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and hopefully that will give it a nice sort of barbecue flavour as well. And then I have some ground mixed spice as well, so I'm going to add a teaspoon of ground mixed spice. And then I'm going to add some apple cider vinegar. I'm going to add about 300 ml of apple cider vinegar. I think the mils is on that side, oh yeah. So I'm just going to pour this and add it in as well. Let's hope I've got enough in here. Yep, I've got enough. So I'm just going to add that in like so, and I'm going to mix that around and make sure all of the vegetables are mixed in with the apple cider vinegar. And then I've got some maple syrup as well. If you haven't got maple syrup, you could use brown sugar, or you could use coconut sugar is another good one as well. So I'm going to add about 150 ml of maple syrup to this. It does sound like a lot of sugar, but it's not actually that bad. Once you, like, if you're having like a tablespoon of it, it's not actually too much sugar, to be honest with you. So I don't feel too bad using maple syrup either, because it tends to slide through the liver easier than refined sugar. It is still a sugar, so you still do have to be careful of it, but it is a little bit better for the body. That smells really nice already, I have to say. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt to this as well. So I'm just going to add that in. And then I also have a lemon to add into this as well. So I'm just going to go and get a knife and a fork. So I cut my lemon in half, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to squeeze the juice of the lemon into the slow cooker pot. There are a few seeds going in there, I have to say, but I don't mind a few seeds, to be honest. Adds to the flavour, I think. So I'm just squeezing this lemon in. And then once I've squeezed the lemon, I'm going to mix everything together again. And then I will pop the lid on. And I want to cook this on high for about 2 to 3 hours. Or you could put it on low for 5 to 6. It depends how quickly you want it to be able to put it into your glass jars and stuff. So I'm just going to continue to stir this round for a few more minutes until everything is covered in the maple syrup, the lemon and the apple cider vinegar. And then I'm going to pop a lid on, and as I said, I'm going to pop this on high for 2 to 3 hours. But if you wanted it for you wanted to cook it for a longer time, then I would put it on low for 5 to 6 hours. And hopefully when I come back I will have a beautiful pickle that I can leave to cool and just put into glass jars and give as gifts or have for myself on Christmas Day. I put the slow cooker pot off to one side of the kitchen and it's cooking away beautifully. It's not done yet. I sat down and I realised that I hadn't put the medjool dates in the pickle. Normally it's salt and pepper that I forget, but it was medjool dates today, so I am going to lift the lid. You shouldn't really lift the lid of a slow cooker because it lets a lot of the heat out, but just for the medjool dates, and they do taste really good in this as well. I am going to open it up and I'm just going to mix everything round again and try and get the medjool date pieces as evenly spread as possible. So I got about 10 medjool dates and I just took the seed out from the middle and then I just sliced and diced them into small pieces, as smaller pieces as I could possibly do with the knife. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lid back on, and I'm definitely going to leave this for about 3 hours now. I'm just going to let it cook away, and as I said, hopefully at the end we will have a beautiful spicy gingery pickle. The pickle has been in the slow cooker for a good 3 hours now, and the vegetables are lovely and soft in here. So I'm going to turn this off completely and I'm going to put the lid on loosely and I'm going to leave this to cool completely, and then I'll start putting it into the sterilised jars. I left the pickle to cool completely, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer it from the slow cooker into some sterilised jars that I have here. So I've sterilised these jars. I just simply put them through the dishwasher and then I put the jars in the oven and I just boiled the lids in a pan. These are just old jars that had other things in them, so we've reused these jars. You can do that, or you could buy some nice jars if you wanted to give this as a gift to somebody. This makes a lovely present for people. I have given this pickle before as a present and people have always really enjoyed it, so it does make a lovely present. I'm just going to continue now to keep filling these jars up, and then once the jars are filled I'm going to go and store them in a cool dark place. You can also store them in the fridge as well. So I'm going to store them in a cool dark place, like in the back of a cupboard, and then after a week I will give this a try and I will let you know how it tastes. But you won't have to wait a week for the verdict. I will be back shortly. So yes, as I said, I'm just going to continue to keep filling these glass jars. The jars of pickle have been sitting in the cupboard for about a week, and I just thought I'd give one a little try. So I'm going to try and get a lot of the vegetables on there and some of the sauce as well. It does smell really good, I have to say. It's slightly vinegary, but it's also kind of a sweet smell as well, so I'm just going to give this a try now. Oh yeah, that's really good. And there's a definite hint of ginger as well in there as well. So that is delicious. That's how you make my delicious spicy ginger slow cooker pickle, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. This pickle would make a great gift for friends, but it's also great in sandwiches. So if you have any leftover turkey on Christmas Day, it would make a really nice turkey and pickle sandwich. It also goes really well with cheeses as well, so if you're having a cheese board on Christmas Day, it would be really nice with that. And it also goes really well with cold meats too. So it's a really versatile pickle, and as I said, it makes a great gift or just delicious eaten by you as well. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye!